folks, it's Kikoskia here in the Hardcore Minecraft Let's Play. Let's actually do some science. What kind of science are we talking about? Well, if I get some wood here, and I create some wooden slabs... And do I have any sand? Yes. What am I going to do with sand, I hear you ask? Well, I'm going to go make some glass, aren't I? Why am I going to make glass? Well, you'll find out in a moment. Rest assured, it's important. So important I'm going to get 3 of my pieces of nether quartz out. This science isn't actually going to be used for anything just yet, but it will be used for something soon. I still have more of this stuff in here. No, I don't need that. All that just yet. Come on! My sciencing needs to be done! Science? Hurrah! 3 glass. And with this 3 glass, I shall put that on the top. 3 quartz in the middle. Et voila! A daylight sensor. The daylight sensor I will eventually use to create a system where I can check before even coming out of a place if I can actually come out. Someday, if I make a completely underground settlement, I will just use a daylight sensor to figure out if it's actually daylight outside. But we're not using that for now. For now, we're going to go and harvest the fruitful bounties of my mining. Of my mining? No. Of my farming. I need that one. If you don't mind. I think I accidentally destroyed something I wasn't meant to. Anyway. I can make another loaf of bread. That's good. Because I need those loaves of bread to survive. So anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. Designing my thingy. A few deeper should do. Like that deep. What am I doing, I hear you ask? Well, what I'm doing is I'm designing a very dark and dingy hole in the ground. This very dark and dingy hole in the ground has one express purpose. That is to be dark and dingy, so that mushrooms can grow in the ground beneath it. That's all I'm using it for. Mushrooms can grow in the dirt beneath it. Also, I probably actually want to block this part off. Main reason being, they're not going that way. It's going to be here. It can't, however, be that wide, apparently, because down there is water. Don't worry, I'll improvise. For now, I can have light in here. Just make it long, I guess, rather than wide. So the general gist of it, you just plant dirt. And you let this dirt have mushrooms in it. And then the mushrooms will grow. Just thinking there about how best to express it. I suppose the best way is just to express it like that. It just lets mushrooms grow. I want a lot of space. I plant a lot of mushrooms. However, I do want some form of light. Because if there isn't any light at all, you're going to have monsters spawning in here. To be fair, monsters are probably going to spawn in here anyway. Which is going to suck, but... So around here... I want to dig up. It does, however, make it a little bright, so... What you actually do is you dig up and across a view. And you plant your torch there. Actually, plant it even further along. Jeez, that's too bright. This is a bit too dark, though. How about there? Yeah, light doesn't have a very good ability to, yeah, this is dark enough. This is definitely dark enough. So what you do is you plant a green... some there. Actually, we can make this wider, couldn't we? We can make it wider this way. Hey, thinking sensibly here. I'd rather make it a square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, if you make it 8 by 8. Or at least make it 8 by... Ooh, iron. 8 by... Ooh, iron. Yes. Sometimes you just get lucky as you're searching and you just find things that are useful. Like that iron. Or coal. Coal is still useful. Just making my food diverse. By making a diverse food sources, you're guaranteeing that you're not going to run out of food if something really bad happens. Like, for instance, I don't know, a creeper decides to blow up your entire field of wheat. And we all remember those painful, hungry first few days when I had no food. And I was desperately trying to survive before my wheat grew. I think I saved by skeletons, wasn't I? Yeah, I won't be saved by skeletons now. I think I got an easy ride out at that point. Yeah, there'll be no easy ticket out now. If I were to do this again, I wouldn't be able to rely on the... Oh god, it's the middle of the night. That's really not good. So we plant some brown mushrooms there. We plant some green red mushrooms there. And then, the last action of the night. Hopefully without creepers blowing me up. By the way, I couldn't get into my house last time because I completely forgot that you have to press the right mouse button to do that. Right, I need a door. That's actually rather important. You need a door in that place. If you don't have a door, then you can't look through the door and find out, for instance, that there is a horrible monster on the other side waiting to eat your face. Actually, to be honest, it needs to be a door that's on the other side. Like that. There we go. We don't want a torch here. We do, however, probably want one here. And there you have it! I'm getting pretty hungry. In-game and in real life. But We have some fish, and I think we have some more of the wonderful resource that is called wheat that is available for us. For now, I'll just make this iron into some iron bars. We'll need that iron later, I'm sure. And maybe I could do some fishing. Not late night fishing. Late night fishing is a recipe for catastrophe. Keeping my eye out for monsters. Knowing my luck, something could go horribly wrong with those monsters, and they'll all just appear and destroy my face. I'm still not putting it past the game to do that. Even at this advanced point. Well, I wouldn't call it advanced. What I'd really like to do is found a village. A village would really help. Because then I could start trading for resources I don't actually have. And resources I wouldn't actually mind getting. So that's 7 wheat. Enough for 2 loaves of bread. I'll make these 2 loaves, but I'm not going to eat them, because I have fish. Fish will do as a coverall for now. I have 14 bones. Really, I don't have any problems with food right now, I guess. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Delicious. I'm not doing anything with the daylight sensor just yet. Although I do want to make a another stone torch. Just in case I do want to make something. A redstone torch. Even if I do want to make something with a switches. Probably some sort of sensor so that if I'm underground I can tell if it's daylight. Or when it's night, just to tell it to turn on lights outside. Such things are possible. It's nice to be lord of all I survey, even if all I can survey is completely obscured by trees. That island over there. Any monsters tonight? Half moon? Don't see any. I should probably expand the house at some point, really. I really probably should. I should expand it. I'm tempted to, actually. Let's start doing that. We need to expand the house anyway. Need another room for later, just in case something happens. We have lots of iron, so there's no worry about making a set of iron equipment if we so need it. Coal might be a bit more of an issue, but there's so much coal down in that place that we don't physically need to worry about coal. I would rest, but it really eats into the time that you can make equipment, because I don't think equipment and furnaces actually expand in time. Expand in time? Yes! Time expands for them! They don't finish what they're doing. Have that door back, you goit. Mental note. Need to make it an iron door, don't I? Oh. Yes, they lure the people here, don't they? Yeah, the sound of zombies, those are the zombies. Need to make that an iron door, otherwise they'll just break through it. Like a total goit. My iron is here. Are you hanging around outside my house? really shouldn't. I strongly advise against it. There we go. Suppose I'll hold into that as a last-minute food reserve. Last-ditch effort, just in case everything goes horribly wrong. However, it's getting close to daytime now, so... You can die whenever you're ready, skeleton. They like... Oh yes, I forgot that about spiders. They can climb up things! Fortunately, they can also set on fire, and that's why I put that beacon there. So when it gets to daytime, those guys will run under trees. It's alright though. We'll work on the expansion of the house next. And that'll be a good thing. So then we can claim... What was that sound? Actually, before we go... Ha! Killed by sunlight! My ultimate ally. The sun. Any other skeletons, or have you all died? Nope, no, I think they all died. Or just despawned, one or the other. I think a small expansion of the house this way wouldn't go amiss. How is that going? It's, going. Let us merely say it is going. And leave it at that. Still riddled with arrows. The avatar, as usual, is, doing well. Well, let's cut down this tree. Tree is in the way. Hang on. No creepers. I think I'm safe. Whew. That is a relief. I saw that last one who ninja'd his way over. Nobody likes ninja creepers. Least of all, me. Here, and jump up here, slice this tree. Tree that's been here since the dawn of time. And now the Avatar will sing an elven song about it that will be untranslated. Right, dump that onto here, like that. I think that will be sufficient for a expansion of the house. By expansion at this point, I actually mean it's bigger than the actual first part of the house. Ooh, an apple. Well, when we come back, folks, we won't die horribly. Disclaimer, we might die horribly. Catch you then.